A car that weighs just 1,198 kilograms, yet delivers 789 horsepower. A machine engineered with cutting-edge aerodynamics, capable of hitting 208 miles per hour and going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in a blistering 2.8 seconds. The Mclaren Senna isn't just another supercar, it's a masterpiece born from a legacy of speed, precision, and relentless passion. But behind its aggressive design and raw power lies a story rooted in triumph, rivalry, and unimaginable tragedy. Why did McLaren choose this name? And how does it connect to one of Formula One's most iconic figures? Let's find out. But first, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single story like this one. The McLaren Senna is a car built for one thing: performance. It's not about luxury or making you feel comfortable, it's about raw, unfiltered speed. It's one of McLaren's most extreme creations, part of their Ultimate Series, sitting alongside legends like the F1 and P1. But the Senna isn't a replacement for those cars, it's something entirely different, designed to be the ultimate track-focused machine. With only 500 units ever made, each car is a masterpiece of engineering, precision, and passion. Why is it so special? Look at its design. The body is made almost entirely of carbon fiber, which keeps it incredibly light, just 1,198 kilograms. That's lighter than most cars on the road. Its massive rear wing and its intricate aerodynamics, they aren't just for looks, they help the car generate insane amounts of downforce. At high speeds, it feels glued to the ground. Even the wheels and brakes are built to handle extreme conditions, ensuring that every ounce of power is used efficiently. But why is it named the Senna? Out of all the names McLaren could have chosen, why did they go with this one? To understand that, we need to revisit the late 1980s and the early 1990s, when Ayrton Senna raced for McLaren. Those years weren't just a chapter in Formula One history, they were an era defined by brilliance, rivalry, and unforgettable moments. Ayrton wasn't just a driver, he was a phenomenon who redefined what it meant to compete at the very highest level. When Ayrton joined McLaren in 1988, he'd already shown flashes of greatness during his time with Toleman and with Lotus, but at McLaren, paired with the legendary MP44 car and Honda engines, he truly came into his own. That year, he clinched his first world championship, winning 8 races, a new record at the time, and taking an incredible 13 pole positions. Ayrton's ability to extract every ounce of performance from the car was simply unmatched. He pushed boundaries, often finding speed where no one else could. His driving style, it was fearless. Ayrton attacked corners with precision and with aggression, always seeking that perfect lap. This approach helped him win his second and third world championships in 1990 and 1991 respectively, cementing his place among the sport's greats. Over 6 seasons with McLaren, Ayrton achieved 35 Grand Prix victories, an astonishing feat that highlighted both his talent and consistency. One of Ayrton's defining traits was his ability to shine in tough conditions. Rain races, which many drivers dreaded, became his stage for brilliance. Take the 1993 European Grand Prix at Donington Park as an example. The track was drenched, visibility was poor, and most drivers struggled to keep their cars on the road. But Ayrton? He started 5th on the grid and within one lap overtook 4 cars to take the lead. He didn't just win that race, he dominated it, lapping all but one car. That performance is still remembered as one of the greatest drives in all of Formula One history. But Ayrton's career wasn't just about victories, it was also about rivalries. His battles with teammate Alain Prost, they're legendary. The two were polar opposites in style. Prost was calculated and methodical, while Ayrton was fiery and relentless. Their clashes both on and off the track, they created some of the most dramatic moments in the sport's history. From their controversial collision at Suzuka in 1989 to Ayrton's bold move in 1990 that secured his championship, their rivalry pushed both men to their limits. Ayrton wasn't just a competitor, he was also a leader. Off the track, he was deeply spiritual and carried a strong sense of responsibility. He used his fame to give back to his home country of Brazil, donating millions to support underprivileged children. Ayrton believed in making a difference, and this dedication to helping others made him a hero, not just to racing fans but to people around the world. But his story also has a tragic chapter. In 1994, during the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola, Ayrton's car left the track at high speed and crashed into a concrete wall. The accident was fatal, marking one of the darkest days in Formula One history. Ayrton was just 34 years old. His death shocked the world and led to major changes in safety standards, ensuring that no other driver would suffer a similar fate. Ayrton's loss was a turning point for the sport, but his legacy continued to inspire drivers and fans alike. So, why name a car after him? McLaren didn't choose this name lightly. Ayrton embodied everything McLaren values: excellence, determination, and a relentless drive to be the best. The McLaren Senna was designed to reflect those qualities. It's not just a car, it's a tribute to the man who changed the sport forever. Every part of the Senna, from its lightweight design to its track-focused features, they capture Ayrton's spirit. It's a car that demands to be driven hard, just as Ayrton would have done. This car didn't just honor a legend, it set a new standard. Let's explore how. The McLaren Senna was designed with one clear goal: to dominate the track. Everything about it, from the bodywork to the engine, it serves a single purpose: performance. McLaren engineers weren't interested in making a comfortable road car or something that blended in. They wanted to create a machine that could crush lap times, and they succeeded. The result is one of the most extreme cars ever built, pushing the limits of what's possible for a road-legal vehicle. Let's start with the basics. The McLaren Senna weighs just 1,198 kilograms. That's less than most compact cars, and it's no accident. McLaren used advanced materials to keep it light, starting with its Monocage 3 carbon fiber monocoque. This structure isn't just strong, it's incredibly light, forming the backbone of the car. Carbon fiber is used all over the body, from the massive rear wing to the intricate aerodynamic panels. This keeps the weight down and ensures the car stays planted at high speeds. The engine is just as impressive. McLaren took the 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 from the 720S and gave it a serious upgrade. Now called the M840 TR, it produces 789 horsepower and 590 pounds per foot of torque. That's enough power to launch the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Keep your foot down and you'll hit 200 km per hour in 6.8 seconds and 300 km per hour in 17.5 seconds. The top speed? A blistering 208 miles per hour. This engine doesn't rely on any hybrid assistance like the McLaren P1. Instead, it sticks to pure combustion power to keep the car light and responsive. But speed isn't just about power, it's also about control. The Senna's aerodynamics are a masterpiece. That massive rear wing, it isn't just for show, it adjusts itself automatically, providing maximum downforce when you're cornering and acting as an air brake when you need to slow down quickly. The front splitter, side air intakes, and even Formula One-inspired roof scoop, they all work together to channel air efficiently. Even the small details, like the mini canards near the front fenders, are there to improve performance. The brakes are another area where the Senna excels. McLaren partnered with Brembo to create a new type of carbon ceramic brakes. These brakes are smaller and lighter than previous designs, but they're also much more effective. They handle heat better, so you can push the car hard lap after lap without worrying about brake fade. Combined with Pirelli P0 Trofeo tires, the Senna offers incredible stopping power and grip. Inside, the car is stripped down to the essentials. You won't find fancy screens or plush leather seats here. The cabin is mostly carbon fiber and Alcantara, materials chosen for their lightness and durability. The seats are slim and supportive, designed to hold you in place during high-speed maneuvers. There's even a small storage area behind the seats, just big enough for 2 helmets and racing suits. Every detail reminds you that this car was built for the track. The suspension system is another highlight. The Senna uses race-active chassis control too, a hydraulic suspension system that adjusts on the fly. This system helps keep the car stable at high speeds and improves handling in corners. The suspension works alongside double wishbone control arms, ensuring the car feels planted and responsive no matter the conditions. Whether you're braking hard, accelerating out of a corner, or flying down a straight, the Senna remains composed and precise. What's even more impressive is that the Senna was hand-built at McLaren's factory in Woking, England. Only 500 units were made, and each one was customized to its owner's preferences. The price started at £750,000, but many cars sold for much more, especially at auctions. Owning a Senna isn't just about having a fast car, it's about being part of a select group of enthusiasts who appreciate the art of performance. McLaren didn't stop with the standard Senna either. They took things further with the Senna GTR, a track-only version of the car. The GTR has more power, 825 horsepower, and generates a staggering 1,000 kilograms of downforce. It's lighter, faster, and even more aggressive thanks to revised suspension, racing slick tires, and a dual-clutch race transmission. Only 75 units of the GTR were built, making it even rarer than the road-going Senna. Then there's the Senna LM and the Senna GTR LM, two special editions that pay tribute to McLaren's racing history. The Senna LM features unique bodywork, polished engine components, and a power boost to 814 horsepower. Meanwhile, the GTR LM takes the track-only GTR and makes it road legal. Each GTR LM has a unique livery, inspired by McLaren's iconic cars from the 1995 Le Mans race. These cars are incredibly rare, with only 5 GTR LMs ever made. The Senna's impact goes beyond its performance. It's a symbol of McLaren's dedication to innovation and excellence. The car isn't just fast, it's a reminder of what can be achieved when engineers and designers push the boundaries. It's also a tribute to Ayrton Senna, a driver who lived and raced with the same relentless pursuit of perfection. The McLaren Senna captures his spirit, turning it into something you can see, hear, and feel every time the car moves. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the McLaren Senna, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Tell us which car you'd like to explore next.